Hospitality has always been touted as a job that you do whilst you are preparing to become something else. And I want to build careers in hospitality, not just jobs, because it is a career, and I hope that that's what I've been able to show to people. As I hit 18 and finished high school, finished HSC, I went to work with my older sister, and she opened Minx, and she asked me to come and be a dish pig one day, come and wash the dishes, and thought this is fun and thought I could do it for a bit. I was also still trying to get into uni and stuff, and I didn't quite get the marks to get into business at UTS, so I just kept working away at that time. I then ended up doing a bridging course to get into that, and ended up doing the business degree at UTS. But that time that I spent in my sister's venue, and I watched her build the venue from the ground up, and I really saw, one, how much she enjoyed it, two, how good she was at it, and that was sort of the moment for me where I said, this is what I want to do. And it was sort of when I realised that in hospitality you're creating experience more than anything. But back then it was considering what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, whether I wanted to go into law or a couple of other areas, and to me this was the most exciting. I could still be a businessman, I could still drive forward and build great businesses, but still center them around something fun and creative. I did a business degree not knowing that hospitality is where I wanted to do business, and it was very challenging. Like I worked full-time for Maryvale at the time. I moved from my sister's venue to work with Maryvale, and I went across there as a barback and was willing to do it, and was working full-time and studying full-time to pull it all off. I almost gave up on doing my degree at one point, which is one of those pitfalls that a lot of people do in hospitality, I think, and I was pretty close to saying I didn't need to do it, but I'm glad I did, because it gives you that backbone. For me, I've always loved hospitality, but I've always wanted to be the businessman behind ventures. So balance is integral, but it's about finding the right employer and the right workplace that doesn't exploit you, allows you to have balance and to be able to have a good relationship with the people that you work with, so that you can find that balance. It is quite hard because you live at the opposite end of the spectrum to everyone else. You go to work when everyone else goes home. You know, you're there till late hours. The main people that inspire me are the people here, like Justin Hemmis, who owns Maryvale, and he's a very inspiring individual, and I was quite close with Justin when working for the company, and got to spend a lot of time seeing his creative process and watching him walk into a space and envisage what it would be as a shell. You know, he was a very creative person, and his passion was infectious. And as I said, the last sort of 10 years, we've seen a massive boom in people of my age and a bit older than me having a go and going out there and having a crack and starting their own venues. If hospitality is something that you're considering, go and spend time in venues. It's the most inspiring thing that you can do. Go and get a job as early as you can. Go and work and get those skill sets as early as you can. You can start working in a cafe from 14, 15, however young you want to be, and try and be hungry for knowledge, be hungry to learn. Try and learn as many things about the product in that space as you can. If you're a cafe and you're a coffee and eggs cafe, then learn about the coffee. Push yourself, ask your employer to train you on as many things as you can. The more skills that you acquire for yourself, the more hireable you will become.